It's a suggestion of another way to play, which is basically to play with the regular rules, but simply instead of having a base represent 10 models, you still have 10 models, and each model is represented by a base.
You have my curiosity, but now you have my attention.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the warbossfitz channel. I am warbossfitz. Today we're going to be running some small scale OPR on a big size table. We got tiny models, we got a big game. Overall, this is like 6,500 points. We are going to be having ourselves a narrative fight between the yellow battle brothers and the yellow orcs. I don't know why, when I painted stuff small, I made a whole bunch of yellow stuff. So I'm going to show off the armies real quick because no one wants to see me go through everything. We just want to get right to the action. We got 10 battle brothers, 10 battle brothers, 10 assault brothers, 10 assault brothers, 6 destroyers, 6 bikes. We have 1, 2, 3 light gunship equivalents and 2 heavy gunships, along with 1, 2 speeders. This is going to be our attacking force. In the middle of the board, we have my big mech Scooter. He is building himself a big old death machine, but doesn't quite work yet. That's why the yellow battle brothers are here, to stop that from getting going. Once that thing turns on, bad things happen. So in the middle here, we got 1 melee walker, another melee walker, and then a unit of veteran specialists with a orc leader, their Scooter. But this doesn't look like it can nearly defend against all those yellow beaky boys. Oh no, 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 no. We got the boys coming for backup. So we got 20 boys and a vet, 20 boys and a vet. We got hover bikes, specialists, ultra veterans. And then over here is my parking garage because I can never make enough vehicles that actually match. In there we got 2 trikes, an assault buggy, 2 trucks, 3 great battle trucks. The equivalent, I'm going to mix all these things together to make them look like they should. Today's scenario, we're going to call this a lightning strike. My little group of defending orcs are in a 6x6 square in the middle of the board. On turn number 1, all the Beaky Boy flyers are going to be able to come in. On turn number 2, the rest of the Beaky Boy stuff is going to be able to come in, along with ambushers and all that fun stuff. Then on turn 3, the boys show up for backup. The big thing in the middle is the targets. It has toughness of 30. If they blow it up, Beaky Boys win. If it is reduced to 12 toughness or lower, we're going to call that a tie. If it has 12 toughness or higher, the boys will take the victory. That's enough talking. Let's get to the fight. Here is the rest of the terrain. We got 3 forests on the board. Now, at this small scale, those are awfully big, along with 2 little built-up urban areas. We got this unit of buildings over here, the little residential area, and then we have over here an industrial park. Now, everything here is going to be difficult terrain if you run over top of it. Opening move of turn number 1, we have the Battle Brothers Heavy Gunship is going to be zooming in. Going its full 30 inches up over top of the orc compound, it's going to fire some shots. So it's going to start off firing all of its anti-infantry weapons into the veteran specialists and all of its deadly weapons into the giant orc walker. Altogether, its single shots come to 12 shots at AP1 hitting on a 3. 10 hits with the veteran specialists having cover behind those walls, saving on a 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is going to take out the squad. Then it fires its 2 deadly weapons. The first one is 1 shot AP3. That's a miss. The second one is 1 shot AP4. That's a miss. Morale test for the veteran leading that squad. He is fine. For the orcs' first activation, that veteran leader is going to move to the wall and fire back up at the ship. He has unpredictable shooter. There's a 6, plus 1 to hit. 4 shots, AP1 with surge. 2 hits, saving on a 3. It's going to take 1. His attempt to get vengeance for his dead squad is almost successful. Second heavy gunship is going to come in and taking a steeper angle this time. As it flies past, it'll unleash its guns. Firing all of its multi-shot weapons at the Walker squad. and its deadly weapons at the Great Walker on a 3. Ew. 5 hits because of cover, saving on a 2. Saves them all. 1 shot AP4, 1 shot AP3. They both miss again. The unit of melee walkers, they are going to move over towards the veteran leader, ending their movement there, waiting for presents to fall out of these aircraft. Light gunships enter the board, putting them right behind the Great Walker. They're going to fire into it. 4 at AP1. 2 hits. Saving on a 3. 1 goes through. 2 at AP3 on a 3. Miss. 2 at AP2, deadly 3. 2 hits. Saving on a 4. Takes another 1, so it's down 4 wounds. The big guy is down to 26. Next and last activation for the orcs on the table is the melee walkers. They're going to raise their claws to the sky and yell at the planes. There's literally nothing they can do. It's only Battle Brothers from here on out, so the next 2 activations are going to be 2 of the light gunships. Flying over top of the orc compound, they are going to strafe the giant walker on the way. Altogether, 8 shots at AP1, 4 hits. Takes 2. 4 shots at AP3, 3 hits. Takes 1. 4 shots, AP2 deadly 3. All 4 hit. 3 go through for another 9. So a grand total of 12 went through. From 26 down to 14. I may have miscalculated something. We're going to have the Orc Boys come in on turn number 2 instead of waiting till turn number 3. The Yellow Beaky Boys have fast roped out of their speeding transport, hit the ground, and they are going to open up on that unit of melee walkers. While we're here, the second unit also fast roped out. They're going to fire at the other unit of melee walkers. Between the Master and all the Battle Brothers, there's going to be 14 shots, AP1, hitting on a 3. These ones are behind the wall, so they're going to get cover. Oh, and I forgot to mention, the leader has Bane when shooting, so they all have Bane. 8 hits, saving out of 2 because of cover, re-rolling 6s because of Bane, so there's 1 6, we got to re-roll. They take 2 wounds. Second group, same as the first, except there's no cover save this time. Much better. 11 hits, saving on a 3, re-rolling 6s. Missed the box with one of them. All right, re-roll that 6. All right, 2 wounds there as well. So both of those squads have 1 guy down to 1 wound. I hope you can see what we're doing here, what Tano talked about in the beginning. This squad of 10 bases plus the 1 leader, that counts as 1 10-man squad and a leader. And here, each one of these is 3 toughness. Together, all 4 of them make up 1 melee walker. The only thing on the board that is not going to be like that are my heavy gun ships, because I don't have 9 of these that I would need, because they're all toughness 9. Woo! But yeah, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. And then as they shoot, they will shoot as 1 until the squad is gone. Also, it's a cool representation of when, you're at half strength, because you're literally at half strength. On to round number 2. Orcs get to go first. You know where else you can get some cool small-scale stuff? PrintedStarships.com. At PrintedStarships.com, he has a whole lot more than just spaceships. He's expanded his catalog in 6, 15, and 28 millimeter, including Station Forge, and now including Papsicle. If you use the link down in the description below, you get 20% off at checkout. Again, that's PrintedStarships.com. A lot more than just spaceships. At the beginning of round number 2, our Orc Horde has deployed. And for the Battle Brothers side, all of their ambushing units, the 2 assault squads and the destroyer squad, have dropped in to support the middle, along with the 2 speeders and their own bike squad, coming in from their board edge. Now, we start round number 2. First unit to activate is going to be the Great Battle Truck in the middle. We got fast, we got agile, we're moving forward. It's going to fire its 2 tear rockets and its unstoppable firepower into the flyer, everything else into those Battle Bros. Opening up with the tear missiles, 2 shots, deadly 3 with tear, and in this case they will get AP4 because that gunship is toughness 9, hitting on a 4. Oh, double sixes! Double sixes. So that means it's an extra 2 hits because we are furious. Saving on a 6. Not a single one. The rest of the rending, unstoppable shots are going to just blow into the air. They don't need to do anything. And then we have a heavy machine gun into the Battle Bros. 2 hits. Saving on a 4. 1 fail. They do have the regeneration ability. It fails. Spectacular orc shooting for the first activation. Now we go to the Battle Bros. They're going to activate the heavy gunship. Ignore that pile of orcs in the back. I had nowhere else to put those massive blobs. The heavy gunship puts itself all the way towards the edge of the board. The heavy gunship is going to start working on that flank of the orcs. First, it's going to fire at those 2 buggies there that are making up a trike, shooting both of its deadly 3 guns at it. And then the truck next to them are getting the 12 shots at AP1. So for the shots into the trike, both of these are strong enough to go right through its armor, hitting on a 3. 1 hit, saving on a 6. That fails. Morale test for the trike. It's going to pass. Then into the truck. 12 total shots at AP1, hitting on a 3. Quite a few. Saving on a 3. It ends up taking 3 as well. Morale test for the truck. It's going to fail. Next, we have our second great battle truck, this one carrying doughboys. Moving to there, and it's going to fire at those Battle Brothers. 3 shots at AP1 on a 4. That's going to end up being 2 hits. Saving on a 4. Fail 1. 1 shot blast to 3. That's a hit. AP2. Failed 3 there. Then 2 shots, AP2, deadly 3. Missed both of those. So 4 go through, 4 regeneration saves. They're going to lose 3. Like that. Next, the Battle Brother Assault Squad sees this great truck. They're going to pounce on it and then surround it. First, we have the Battle Brother Assault Master Brother. 2 attacks, AP4, hitting on a 3. 1 hit, saving on a 6. That's 1 fail. And then we have a metric ton of attacks coming in at AP1 on a 3. Oop, that one even doubled up in the corner. Saving on a 3. 3 fails there for a total of 4. These great trucks have toughness of 18, so we need a morale test. And it's going to fail. And that's how that shakes out. The melee walkers on this side of the board, they're going to charge into those Battle Brothers. So, Mr. Melee Walkers, we got 4 attacks at AP1 on a 4 with Furious. There's 2 hits there. Saving on a 4. Failing both. 8 attacks, AP4 on a 4. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 misses, but that 6 turns into another one. Ooh, not so good. Saving on a 6. They save 1. Regeneration. They lose 3. Our Master Bro has 2 attacks at AP4 on a 3. He misses both. Okay. 7 attacks with the rest of the bros. Ugh, 3 hits. Saving on a 2. They take 1 more. Morale check for the Battle Brothers. That's a pass. The second Battle Brother Assault Squad is going to charge into that other great truck. 2 attacks with the Master Bro on a 3. That's 2 hits. Saving on a 6. 2 fails. And the rest of the attacks. Saving on a 3 with Bane. Ooh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No 6s. So that's a total of 9 wounds taken. It's at half strength. So it needs to roll a morale test. Oh, it passes. The orc bikes are going to run forward and go daka 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 daka. The bikers are going to start with 6 shots, AP nothing, hitting on a 5. That gives me an extra hit, so there's 2. And then we got 18 at AP1 hitting on a 5. Wow, orc shooting really showing up for this one. A total of 5 there. So the first ones save on a 3. They're good. These save on a 4. They fail 3 of them. 4 of them. Regeneration. Yep, they lose 4. Next, we're going to activate the light gunship that is the lowest on the screen. They're going to end up there and fire back at that surrounded great battle truck that only has 3 models left. We got 4 shots at AP1. 2 hits. Saving on a 3. Saved them both. 2 shots at AP3. 1 hit. Saving on a 5. Ooh, saved it. 2 shots, AP2. Deadly 3. There's 2 hits. On a 4. Failed those. Needs another morale test, which it passes. Bang, bang. The Ultra Boss and the Vets see the writing on the wall. They are going to get out and charge into that assault squad. We got Ferocious Boost on the squad. First thing we're going to do is the Ultra Veteran is going to attack. 6 attacks, AP2 reliable on a 2. Now, those 2 miss, but because they have the boost, those 2 more hits. Saving on a 5. All right, we got 2 saves. The rest are going to be able to regenerate. 2 regenerate there, so he's killed a total of 2. Now we got the rest of the squad. 18 attacks, AP4, hitting on a 3 with Furious Boost. Ooh. So there's all of our hits. So we got 1 5, a 6, a 5 5 5 6. Yeah, that's a lot of hits. All that at AP4. Saving on a 6. 2. They've saved 2. Then regeneration. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 regenerated. So these 2 from before. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's going to be the squad, baby. Finally seeing a target they might be able to do something with. These Battle Brothers here that have just been getting beat up, they're going to turn and fire at the Ultra Vets. Because of the Master Bro has 4 shots, so 10 shots overall on a 3. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 misses. All this is going to be an AP1. Ultra Vets save on a 5. The shots have Bane, so I got to reroll these. So they take a total of 5. These boys are a little tougher with 3 wounds per stand. Out of the stunned truck all the way in the back, we're going to have the specialists get out. They're in a wonderful position here. They're going to fire their rockets up at the light gunship and fire their drones over into this assault squad. They are just within 12. First, they're going to fire at the gunship. They do have Furious Boost, but they are too close to get it to work. They just have regular Furious at the moment. Their guns aren't long enough range to get 9 inches away and still shoot them. Hitting on a 5. All right, so that 1-6 is going to turn into 2 hits. That gunship is going to be saving on a 4. Saves them both. Now their drones, 1 shot apiece, blast 3 with limited. Over at the other squad, they are far enough away for Furious Boost to happen. On a 5. So that will be 1, 2, 3, and with Furious Boost, 4, 5, 6. So that will be a blast of 18. AP nothing, so saving out of 3. Ooh, not bad. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fails. Ooh, that's a pretty dang good roll. And then the squad has regeneration. So overall, they're going to lose 2. Our gunship squadron behind the Great Walker is going to activate next, bringing themselves all the way over there with the heavy gunship. And now they are going to fire at some orc bikers. 2 shots, AP2, deadly 3. There's 1 hit there. Saving on a 6. That's not a 6. 4 shots, AP1. 3 hits. Saving on a 6. 1 6. 2 shots, AP3. Whiff whiff. So a total of 5. Next, the unit of melee walkers is going to pile over the wall and charge into the Battle Brothers. 4 attacks, AP1. We are going to end up with 3 hits because of Furious. Saving on a 4. 2 pass, 1 regeneration. That's pass. 8 attacks, AP4. Okay, we got, let's see. Okay, we got a couple misses, but then we got 2 6s, so those go right back in. Saving on a 6. 1 save, regeneration. For 2 more, so they lose 3. Now they are going to fight back. 2 at AP4. 2 hits, saving on a 6. 2 fails. 4, AP nothing. Oop, that's 3. There's number 4. Okay, 3 hits, saving on 2. So 2 overall. Battle Brother morale test. That's going to be a pass. Next activation, the unit of destroyers is going to charge into that melee walker. 18 attacks on a 3, AP 4. Woo, baby. That is, that's a lot. Save it on 6. That's not going to help. As they smash through the melee walkers, making their way towards the main prize. I didn't want to do it yet, but they've left me little choice. The boys is getting out. That's right, 20 boys and their vet leader hop out and jump on the assault squad. Veteran leader on a 3. That's going to be 2 hits plus Furious Boost. That'll be 3. And then we have 2 more dudes in the squad that have claws. He's hit on a 4 with Furious Boost. That's going to be 5 hits. So all of these save on 6. There is 1 save, and we don't have anything special, so they get regeneration against these. We're going to save 1, 2, 3. So that'll be 4 right there. Now the rest. 18 boys hitting on a 4 with Furious Boost. Roll that one again. There we go. So let's pull out the misses. All right, that's the base hit. So we got 5, 5, 5, 6, 5, 6, 6, 5, 6, 6, 5, and that other 6. So that many hits. AP nothing though. Saving on a 3. All right, let's pull out the fails because there's less of those. So all those passed. And then regeneration. 2. So overall, they lose 6. So we still got 2 guys and the leader left. They've already fought in close combat this turn. So the leader, 2 misses. And then the other 2 guys, they all miss as well because they were looking for 6s. Morale test for the Battle Brothers. That's a fail. Fearless. They're good. I bet you they have the feeling that they are surrounded. This unit of Battle Brothers over here is going to activate next. And then they are going to fire at those Ultra Veterans. Hitting on 3. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 misses. Saving on a 5. Actually. Yeah, saving on a 5. Okay, so they pass a 1, but they have Bane when they shoot. No, so we save 1. For a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 go down. There's 2 more bases gone. Our next great truck is gonna zip through all the slop on this side of the board and end up over there. The last unit of Battle Brothers Light Flyers is going to end up joining the rest of the flyers over in this corner of the board, and it is going to fire at the bikers as well. 2 shots, AP 2, deadly 3. That's definitely 2 6s, 2 hits. They save 1, so they're going to take 3 off of that. And then everything else goes right through their armor. It's going to, well, 3 hits there. Saving on a 6. All right, so they lose a total of 4. That puts them at half for morale test, and they're going to fail. Down to half and stunned. The unit of boys in that great truck, they're going to get out and charge into the Battle Brothers, but not all of them are going to be able to reach. We're going to have 13 that are close enough to fight. First, the Ultra Vets, we do have a Furious Boost, so there's going to be 1 hit. And then the other 2 orcs with claws on a 4 with Ultra Boost. That turns into 4 more. Saving on a 6. They save 1 of those. And then regeneration. Save 1 of those. There goes 3 right there just from claws. Then the 10 other that are close enough to fight on a 4. All right, there we go with Furious Boost. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 6, 5. Oop, missed the box. 5. There we go. All those hit. Save on a 3. All right, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fails. Now we have regeneration on those for that. So they lose a total of 6. They've already fought this turn, so their leader on a 6. Nope. And the other 2 bases on a 6. No. Morale test for the Battle Brothers on a 3. They pass. Leaving just those 2 stands. All the way in the back, it is time for the Brother Bikers to move themselves to there, and then they are going to blast into that unit of Orc boys. 18 shots on a 3. Ooh, look at that big old grouping of 1s and 2s. 1, 1, 1, 1, 2. All right, all that at AP1. Save it on a 6. None of them, but we do have regeneration in the squad. Ooh, pretty good. So we lose 4. Doesn't really look like much change, does it? The little orc trike is going to move right up in front of those light drop ships and blast them. 6 shots, AP1. 2 hits. Saving on a 3. Yeah, take 1. We're going to go ahead and activate the 2 speeders over there. Those are going to be the last activations for the brothers. They're both going to move to there and fire at the Great Walker. Between the 2 groups of speeders, we have 4 shots, AP4 at 18, deadly 3. Wow, 1 hit. Save it on a 6. And it saves it. Last activations for the orcs. We got the trike, we got the hover bikes, and then we have the attack buggy. They are all gonna move out. Everybody went as fast as they could. No more shooting, and that brings us to the end of round number 2. At the end of round number 2, the orcs are running roughshod across the middle of the board. The Battle Brothers on the ground are few and far between, but they still have 80% of their air force available over in the corner, all getting ready to do a strafing run. Is that going to be enough to complete the mission and get some Battle Brothers out of here alive? Or are the orcs going to just swarm the board? Let's find out. First activation, Mr. Heavy Gunship is going to turn and make a strafing run, dropping everything it has on that big unit of boys. It's got a ton of shots. We're going to go ahead and group the deadlies in here because all these only have 1 wound apiece. On a 3 for that many. Now, all of it just went right through the armor. On a 6. Hey, look, we saved 1. Now regeneration, because we still have that banner, or whatever it's called, going. Oh, Lord. Okay. 3, 4, 5. So they lose 5. There's enough boys there. They can lose 5. Barely an inconvenience. Mr. Melee Walker, or what's left of Mr. Melee Walker up front, is going to turn around and charge into the destroyers. We got 4 attacks at AP1, so there are 2 hits. This is going to turn into AP nothing because of the shields. There's 1 that is going to get through, and then we have 8 attacks at AP4. So that's miss, 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 but then 6, 6. So these will be saving on a 6. They save 1. All right, so that is a total of 6. They're going to go ahead and fight back, hitting on a 3. Ooh, wow. Wow, those are 2 misses there. Whoa, that did not feel good. Saving on a 6. So they saved 2 of them for a total of 5. So the Walker wins combat, and that was a failed morale test, and Fearless, okay. Destroyers pass. Leaving it looking like that. The unit of Assault Bros that are surrounded, that's fine. They have jetpacks. They're going to charge into the Ultra Bosses. We got the leader at AP4. That's 1 hit. That'll be 1 that goes through. The other 2 guys have the heavy assault weapon, so that will be 4 attacks apiece, adding up to that many hits. And saving, we got 1 save. All right, so that'll be a total of 5 wounds to go through, leaving the boss and 1 stand left. So the boss fighting back. These are reliable, hitting on a 2. They all hit. He did not charge, but he still gets Furious, just not Furious Boost. So those 6s do give me extra AP2, saving on a 5. Wow. Failed a whole whopping 2. Regeneration. Okay, killed nobody. And then the last stand of dudes, 3 attacks. That's going to be 3 hits, no Furious, saving on a 6. They save this one, and then we have Regeneration. They only lose 1 stand. So the Ultra Boys lost combat, and they're going to take off running. Smashing their way through. There might be few left, but don't underestimate the Battle Brothers. Time for the hover bikes. They're going to go to there and then fire at those destroyers. We got 3 shots, AP2 deadly, 3 hitting on 5. The Furious, 1 hit, saving on, not that. That will take a whole base of them. And then we got 3 pistol shots. That'll miss completely. So morale test, again, because now they're at half strength for the destroyers, that's a pass. Pow! Unit of Battle Brother bike's going to be moving around. And once again, firing those orc boys. 3s. 6s. Regen. Losing 6. Morale time. We're good. They're going to charge in bikes. Boss, 3, 6. Boys, claws. 4s, 6. Choppers. 3. They lost 3. Fighting back. 3s. 5s. Regen. They lose 2. Bikes morale. Fail, fearless. Still fail. I did not see that one coming. Lead plane turning around. Putting itself there is going to fire at the trike. Starting with the deadliest 3s. 6. AP1, 3s. 5. AP3s, 3s. 6. That'll do it. Took all 6 wounds. Specialists are going to fire at that plane again. 6 shots on 5s. Ooh, we got 2 hits, and then 2 of those are Furious. Saving on 4. That's enough. This unit of Battle Brothers, they are going to fire in that big orc squad. 3s. 6s. Regeneration. They lose 3. Orcs are hungry. Charging in. 3s. 6s. Regen. 4s. 6s. Regen. 4s. 3s. Regen. For a total of that many, they're gone. Hack and splat. Their last gunship is going to turn around. They're going to fire the deadly at the Great Walker, everything else at the boys down below. Deadly stuff first. 3s. 4s. Saves them. At the boys. 3s. 6s. Regen. Lose 1. This great truck is going to fire its deadly at the gunship, everything else at those bikes. Deadly first on a 5. That's going to be 2 hits. Saving on a 4. Takes 3. Blast. 5. Miss. Machine gun. 2 hits. On a 4. Fail 1. Destroyers. Going to charge the Great Walker. They've already fought this turn, so 6 is there. Reroll that one. 1 hit. 6. Takes 1. Down to 13. Attack buggy. Going to fire at the gunship. Starting with the deadly on a 4. 1 hit. Saving on a 4. Goes through. Heavy machine gun. That's going to be 3 hits. Saving on a 4. Takes 1 more. Morale test. Fail. Fearless. It's good. Just to get them out of the way, we're going to have both of the speeders fire into the big guy again. 4 shots, AP4, deadly 3, 3s. 3 hits, 6s. There's 2 6s, but it's still down to 10. Last combat action for the orcs this turn. This great truck, the one that was holding the Ultra Boys, is going to fire at the aircraft and at the squad in front of it. We got 2 shots at the plane, deadly 3 with tear. Gun miss. 6 shots rending and unstoppable. Okay, so we got 2 misses. We have 2 of those are going to be rending, but with furious or ferocious, that means we get 4 actual regular hits. So the regular hits on a 3, fail 2. Rending on a 6, fail 1. And then 3 and AP1, 2 hits. Saving on a 4, 1. Regen, fail. That'll do it. Knocks that squad out. Now for the rest of the stuff that's going to recover, that's going to recover, that's going to recover. Maybe some things are going to move around that I forgot to move. And that'll be the end of round number 3. So the end of round number 3, the Battle Brothers death toll is going up very, very rapidly. We're running out of bodies. But the only thing that matters is that they blow up that guy in the middle, and I think that is what their sole focus is going to be on this turn. It doesn't look like they're going to be able to win the battle of attrition, but maybe they could pull a Pyrrhic victory out of this by completing the main goal. On to round 4. First activation of 4. Those destroyers are going to beat the crap out of it. 9 attacks on a 3. Wow, that's a lot of 6s. Too bad that doesn't matter here. Saving on a 6. There's 2. Takes 5. It is down to 5. That heavy gunship. It bounced all the way over here, over by where I have the dice box, but it is still 24 inches away from the big guy, and it is going to shoot. At this range, only one of its deadly 3 shots is in range. It hits. AP3, saving on a 5. It saves. All of its 24-inch guns are in range. On a 3. Saving on a 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's enough. With the massive Walker dead, the primary victory condition has been achieved by the Battle Brothers. At this point, everything they have is going to try to beat a hasty retreat off the board. And the orcs are just kind of out of luck. Even though we have a ton of orcs left, giving the Battle Brothers the 1-turn advantage. Coming in with all their flyers first. Could the orcs have stopped it if they're able to push forward? I don't know. It's something we'll have to try at a later date. So that is a game made out of the interpretation of what Tano said on the live stream a couple of weeks ago. Is this going to be the way to play small-scale OPR? I don't know. There's a few different ways out there. People have made their own custom rules for it. I like this one. I like all of them. Pretty much any time I get to roll dice, I like it. So let me know down in the comments what you guys think. And remember to like and subscribe to the video. Make sure you check out our sponsors, PrintedStarships.com and Corvus Terrain. Down in the description, we have discount codes 20% for Printed Starships and 15% for Corvus Terrain. I have a merch shop down there, as well as a Patreon, which is kind of just like a tip jar. Memberships are open for the YouTube channel, where you guys get access to videos as soon as I put them up. Usually that's at least a day, maybe 2, ahead of what the normal release schedule is. Every little bit helps. So if you could join, great. If not, no pressure. I'm going to go ahead and leave you with the images of these orcs. They are so good. And I hope you guys are having fun playing OPR wherever you are, and I will catch you next time. Bye-bye.